Are you a Christian who is a teacher? Come closer. This video is for you. A couple of months ago, while we were having a family devotion and my husband was reading the Bible aloud, the Spirit of God interrupted me, telling me of how God used the four-legged staff, VAC, to demonstrate his power to Moses in order to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So it goes on. It all started from Exodus chapter 3, from verse 2, where we have that the angel of the Lord appeared. Okay, it all started in Exodus chapter 3 when God decided to get Moses' attention by making a bush to burn without being consumed. We're told that when Moses saw the burning bush, he got curious. He wanted to know more. He wanted to know what's happening there. And then he decided to move closer. So how does that relate to us as teachers? When we are about to start a lesson, we need to make use of attention grabbers. Attention grabbers, lesson starters could also be a joke, having a joke in the class. So God used a visual, to get Moses' attention. And what did that do to Moses? It awakens Moses' curiosity. It awakens his appetite to know more, to want to learn more. Why is this bush on fire? Why is that it's on fire but it's not consumed? And I decided to go closer. So using visuals and attention grabbers, lesson starters, jokes, are going to help us in that area. If jokes can help to visualize things, that is for the visual learner. Don't forget that visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetics. Those are the four learning styles. All right, according to Maslow's hierarchy. So then after that, when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called out unto him the midst of the bush. So auditory learners, the auditory learners learn best when they hear. So when the teacher is giving instructions, he or she should make sure the instructions are clear and concise. So your instruction audible, it must be audible. You can also make use of tape recordings of audios, or you can use radio. You can make use of recorded events, or probably it's an English language class or a language class. You can have an audio of a particular topic that will be played in the class. Then we went forward. God asked him, "What do you have in your hand?" That is the book of Exodus chapter 4. He said, "What do you have in your hand?" He said, "You have the rod." God said, "All right, throw this rod down." God was telling him, demonstrating to Moses how the things he's going to do, the things he's going to show to Pharaoh to make him believe that he should let God's people go. Before that, God said, "Put off your shoes, because where you are is an holy ground." Put off your shoes. That's hands on. That is practical. So God made Moses to make use of his hands, his body, because while he's trying to put off his shoes, his hands were moving, his body moved his shoes. So he made use of his sense organ. So when you are teaching, whatever lesson you're planning, ensure that you're able to integrate hands-on activities. Visual, make sure you plan a lesson to appeal to visual learners. Then don't forget audio. Ensure your teacher voice is there. And then we have kinesthetic learner, making use of the 5 sense organs in your classroom. So we went to look at chapter 4, verse 9. It says, if Pharaoh did not use any of this, if it does not hearken to any of these ones, the first sign was that you put your rod, cast it on the ground, and it turns to a serpent, pick it up, and then it returns back. And if after that Pharaoh did not agree, then put your hand in your bosom, it becomes leprous. Said after those signs, if still Pharaoh did not hearken to the instruction. Go to the river, take water from the river, point on the dry land, and then the water becomes blood. That is still ends on. That is still ends on. Okay. So in Moses' journey with God, God at a point went to the mountaintop. God gave him the tablet. Bible says that God by himself wrote on the tablet. So teachers, how come we don't like to write? Okay, so in your class, you have students, we have learners who love to write. So let's not deprive them, let's not deprive all of the learners in our class. So that doesn't mean we give them lengthy notes for chapters. Okay, sometimes we have the whole of 40 minutes we have to teach. All we do is for them to copy notes. That's not what this entails. Okay, some of them are the good when it comes to reading and writing. Let's ensure that when we are planning our lessons, we carry the visual learners along, attention grabbers, things that will grab attention, things that will create pictures in their mind. The auditory learners to learn by hearing. Okay, so learn teachers to give concise and clear instruction. Make your teaching straightforward. The read and write, God by himself wrote on tablets. So who am I not to write as a teacher? But that doesn't mean that she might learn to note for them to copy. Then also encourage them to write. Yes, writing, journaling goes a long way. It's very good for us because journaling is something that our generation is losing. So let's inculcate this habit of writing. You can make them to write journals and then let them make use of their hands and some activities in the class, activity-based learning. Okay, so let me know which of these do you like, okay? We're going to continue from this and the next video. So God is a great teacher and God is a perfect teacher. So what do you do as a teacher to listen to God? The Holy Spirit is who we need as the best teacher. Holy Spirit is our comforter. He's our teacher. So, in all we do this season, let's not forget God. Let's not start a day without being inspired by the Holy Spirit. So, God was the first teacher, is the first teacher, will ever be the teacher. So, you can't run your day without God, the greatest teacher. All right. So, till I come your way another time. Bye. Thank you for listening.